the Oklahoma octopus. I've wanted to talk about this guy for a long time because I actually lived in Oklahoma for a while and used to fish and kayak a lake where this guy was supposed to live. Or one of these guys was supposed to live. It's going to get a little confusing. Now, the Oklahoma octopus is a cryptid that is said to inhabit the lakes and waterways of Oklahoma. The primary lakes where they've been spotted have been Lake Thunderbird, Lake Tenkiller, Lake Oogla, and Lake Big Soma. This is supposed to be a freshwater octopus that can get up to and over the size and weight of a fully grown horse, just the body. The legs make this guy way more than 30 feet long, which would also dwarf most other cephalopods out in the ocean. They're supposed to have brown to red leathery skin, and they're said to wait until people let their guard down around the water before dragging them to a watery grave. Ooh. But let me pump the brakes real quick. This is not anything that could possibly be real. And there's a couple reasons for that. First and foremost, cephalopods are typically going to be, you guessed it, saltwater, not freshwater. And on top of that, if there were cephalopods in freshwater, you would think it would either be connected to the ocean or be a very, very ancient lake. I'm bringing up the ancient part because no lake in Oklahoma is ancient, as all lakes in Oklahoma are man-made. So how did the legend of the Oklahoma octopus begin? Unfortunately, Oklahoma tends to have a lot of fatalities on its man-made lakes. So there had to be some legend that sprung up out of that. When the unfortunate reality is that Oklahoma also tends to have an insane amount of impaired boaters and swimmers. Now, I'm not throwing all of Oklahoma under the bus here because I loved my time in Oklahoma and I loved all the people I hung out with in Oklahoma. All I'm saying is, unfortunately, the Oklahoma octopus cannot possibly be real. And it's essentially an old wives' tale to scare people away from the water. And just like all good wives' tales, it started with a good purpose. I cannot believe I have to tell people this, but if you are boating or swimming, please do not, I repeat, do not start drinking. The water is a hostile environment to humans. You mix that with something that's going to slow your reaction time, that's not a great setup. So unfortunately, this cryptid is not real. I can definitively say this animal is not real because I've swam in most of these lakes. On top of that, these lakes are all man-made and they're only about 100 years old. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that I'm just kind of talking out the side of my head here? Have you or a loved one seen the Oklahoma octopus? Let me know down in the comments below and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.